to start out seated, however is comfortable for you. Maybe sitting up on a blanket or a block or a cushion. And let's take a couple shoulder rolls as we settle into this opening and grounding meditation. Just feeling the shoulders roll up and back and down. And one at a time. Rotation in the upper back. And then both moving together again, kind of getting into this awareness of the heart opening, the shoulders being soft and relaxed. And then letting the shoulders release. Softening the gaze or closing the eyes and bring the awareness to the breath. And if you're able to breathe through your nose, bring your awareness to the opening of your nostrils. This place where the breath comes into your body and with the exhale is released from your body. And just keep your attention there at the opening of your nostrils for a few breaths here. If your attention wanders, just gently, kindly bring it back to this threshold of the nostrils. And then begin to follow the breath through the body. Notice if there's any tension or holding that you would like to release with your exhale. And let's do 3 letting go breaths. So we're going to exhale out the mouth with a sigh. Inhale through the nose. One more. And then beginning to roll the shoulders again. Both shoulders reaching up, back and down. Inhale as the shoulders lift. Exhale as they release down. And then begin one shoulder at a time, up and back, rotating through the upper back. And then coming back to stillness and just notice the awareness in the heart center. And bringing the hands to press palm to palm at the heart. And then open the index finger, middle finger, and ring finger away from each other. So just the pinkies and thumbs are touching. This is Lotus Mudra. This is a little reminder that even in the depth of winter, when everything is frozen, there can still be an energetic blossoming in the heart. This deeper knowing that often arises through stillness and quiet. Take a couple breaths to this lotus, honoring it, the wisdom of your heart. And then with your next inhale, bringing the fingers back together, bring the hands out from the heart. You can open your eyes if you'd like. And we're going to open the right arm back behind us, twisting. Inhale back to hands together. Exhale, open. Back. Inhale. Left arm comes back to center. Exhale, right arm opens. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left. Inhale, back to center. And then open both arms. Stay open. Take another inhale. Exhale, gather back in, rounding the spine. Inhale, open. Spread your wings. Exhale, gather back in. Inhale, open, this time with palms up. Notice how this changes the rotation in the shoulder. Exhale, gathering back in one more time. And then we're going to lift the arms up. And inhale, reaching the arms to the sky. And exhale, twisting to the right. Let the twist come from way down in the belly, looking out over the shoulder. Tall spine. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, turn just your head to look all the way to the left. Nice opposing twists in the spine. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, turn the head back to the right. Exhale here. Inhale, sweep the arms up, center the body. Exhale, twisting to the left, bringing the arms down, long spine lifted, deep belly being the originator of the twist, and coming up through the spine, looking out over the left shoulder. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, turn just the head to look all the way to the right. Take a breath here. And then inhale back to the left. Exhale here. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. Center the body. Exhale to cactus arms, elbows out from the shoulders. Inhale, lifting back up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. This time we're going to keep the elbows where they are and rotate the hands down, and then inhale back up. And exhale, opening out to the sides, circle the wrists. And going back the other way. And then begin to circle the ribs and let the arms move fluidly. Into some of this lubrication in the joints, because when it's so cold and dry out, it dries out our bodies and we need to bring in some lubrication. Let's go back the other way with these circles with the ribs and the elbows and the shoulders and the wrists. And then letting the arms come down. You can bring your hands to your legs, and let's come back to circling the ribs. Letting the head go opposite. Going back the other way, reversing directions once more. And coming back to center, stretching your legs out in front of you, bouncing out the knees, rolling the feet around, lubricating those ankles. Excellent. Yay. Wonderful. Bringing the feet to the floor, hands back behind you, fingertips towards the body. Opening the heart here, feel the shoulder blades slide together and let the knees drop side to side. Both knees to the right, both knees to the left. Massaging out the hips a bit. And then coming back to center. And we'll make our way to hands and knees. Feel free to put your blanket underneath your knees. A little extra padding there is always nice, taking good care of our knees. Hands underneath the shoulders with the fingers spread really wide, knees underneath the hips or a little bit wider. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round the spine, gazing towards your belly button. Inhale, tilt the pelvis. Let the motion slide up the spine, belly drops, head lifts. Exhale, rounding. So while this might be a really familiar movement for you, I'd like you today to tune into what is happening specifically in the chest. And how does the awareness there shift how you experience this pose? Or this sequence of cat and cow. One more breath here. And coming back to cow. Curl the toes under and press back to a down dog. Walking out your dog, stretching through the backs of the legs.
And with your next inhale, lifting the right leg to the sky, bend the knee, drop the foot over to the left, and we're going to circle the knee in the air. Just getting into that hip joint a bit more. And going back the other way. Nice. Extend the leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat. We're going to drop the left knee down to the floor and bring the right hand inside the foot, scooting the right foot out to the side. And then begin to circle the hips. So we're pivoting around that left knee. Just exploring the hips here. And going back the other way, reversing that direction. Nice, and then coming back to the lunge, grounding down through the left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky, coming into a twist here. And you might flex the right foot and let the knee fall out to the side. A little deeper stretch through the leg, but totally optional. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, drop that right arm down and begin to circle it. And so we're kind of drawing a circle that's parallelish to the floor. And letting the shoulders very tight on me. The mobility here open up. Let's switch the direction of the circle. And then dropping the hand back down to the floor, scooting that right foot in and framing the foot with the hands. Curl the back toes under, and we're going to scoot that leg in, lifting the knee up off the floor for a pyramid pose. So both feet are flat on the floor, and we're dropping the head down towards that right knee. You might pull back through the right hip. And then bending into that front knee. You might scoot the left leg back a little bit more. We're going to come up to a high lunge. You can also drop the back knee if you need stability support here. And then exhale, open into cactus arms. 2 deep breaths here. Stable and strong. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, touch the mat here, and we'll step back to a down dog. Walking out your dog. Maybe you feel a difference in the sides of your body. We're going to pull forward to a plank pose, holding here, tuning into the shoulders to the chest. We're really going to press the ground away. You can drop your knees if you'd like. Pull the belly button in. Feel the shoulder blades moving away from each other here. Dropping knees, chest, chin, and then dropping, scooting forward so the whole belly is on the floor. your belly, breathing into the belly of the earth. With your next inhale, lift your head, your hands, your heart, and your legs. See if you can stay here for a couple breaths. And lowering down, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, pressing up to whatever version of cobra feels good. And then back to a child's pose. And then inhale, pull forward to hands and knees. And then we're gonna come up to a high kneeling position here. And so we're gonna play around with camel pose today. So I'm gonna show you a couple different variations. So option number one is to bring your hands to your low back with the fingertips facing up. If that is not available, have your fingertips facing down. We're going to roll the shoulders, opening through the heart, and then begin to lean back and look up. So that's option number one. Option number two is to curl the toes under, so you have more pressing into the floor behind you, and we're going to lean back even more. And option number three is to bring your right hand to your right heel and to reach back with the left arm and then switch. And then option number four is to have both hands on the heels and opening the chest. Leaning back. So finding what works best for you. And then we will come back up. Beautiful. Come back to your hands and knees here. And we're going to inhale, reaching the right arm up to the sky. Maybe I'll turn so facing you more here, up to the sky, and we're going to thread the needle, so coming down to rest on that right shoulder. The head is on the floor, but the weight is not in the head. If you have weight in your head, you can't pick your head up, bring your blanket underneath your shoulder. So here we're really going to focus on pressing into the left hand. And the elbow is going to be up to the sky. So we're rotating the upper back, opening the chest to the sky. And if you'd like, you can extend the left leg back behind you, toes to the floor, maybe lifting it up into the air. And if you fall in love. One more inhale and exhale, releasing down. Inhale, sweep the arm back up. Exhale, bring the right hand to the left hand, sink back through the right hip. Nice side stretch. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming back down. And we'll do the other side. So left arm comes up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle on this side. Really pressing in with the right hand, and it might mean moving it a little farther away from your face. Elbows up towards the sky. Really strong upper back twist here, and the hips will want to move to the right, so see if you can move them back to the left a little bit. And if you'd like, you can extend the right leg back behind you. Maybe lifting it up into the air. And if you fall in love, you're just going to roll backwards if you fall out of this. No risk taking here. And then releasing, leg down. Inhale, lifting left arm up to the sky. Exhale, sitting back towards your heels, left hand to right hand, stretch through the left side. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, lower down. Hands and knees. Let's move a couple times through cat and cow, just integrating and tuning into the heart space, the chest. And next time you come to a cow pose, curl the toes under, press back to a down dog, walking out your dog. And with your next inhale, lift your left leg to the sky, bend the knee, drop the foot over to the right, and begin to circle that left knee. Biggest circles you can find. And going back the other way. And then reaching the leg up. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat, and we're going to bring the foot out to the left. Left hand is inside that foot. Little stretch here. You can flex the toes if you would like. And let the knee drop out to the side. And we're going to then press down through the right hand, lift the left arm up. And then begin to circle the left arm, biggest circles you can find. And going back the other way. And then bringing the hand back down, and we're going to pivot the hips around this right knee. So noticing the sensation in the hips. This can be a tiny circle. And going back the other way. And then coming back to center, we're going to bring the foot in between the hands, curl the right toes under. We're going to come up for a pyramid pose. So we're going to bring the feet closer in together. But if you were to draw lines through your feet, they would be parallel lines. They're not straight in alignment with each other. So both feet flat on the floor. Inhale, spine long. And then exhale, dropping head towards left leg. Maybe pulling that left hip in towards center a little more. Deep breaths here. And then we're gonna come up, bend into that front knee, maybe hop that back foot back a little bit. Inhale, coming up to a high lunge. If you're too unstable, feel free to drop that back knee and open to cactus arms here. And then here, rotate your shoulders. Like you're flapping your bird wings here. And inhale, lifting up. Exhale, touch the mat. Inhale, step back to a down dog. And inhale, pulling forward, plank. You can drop your knees if you'd like. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, up, head, hands, heart. Legs. Deep breath here. And exhale, lower down, push into the floor, coming back to hands and knees, and then coming up onto the knees. And we'll do one more round of camel pose. So finding which option feels best for you. I'm going to do the one side at a time, reaching through this time. So if you are connecting with the heel, curl your toes under. So you can just bring your hands to your back and lean back if you would like. And then making your way back up. And we'll sit down. And shift the feet around. So on your, sitting on your seat, and then coming forward and laying down on your back. Hugging your knees into your chest. And placing your hands on your knees, keeping your knees together and moving them around in a little circle. Going back the other way. And then letting the knees separate and moving them around in separate circles. And going back the other way. And then hugging them in tight, and then letting the knees come away from each other. Reach through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles. For happy baby pose. Rock a little side to side here. If there's any final poses you would like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, stretching out long on your back, setting yourself up well, perhaps a blanket under your head or your knees, or covering you up. And coming to the awareness in the heart again. Feel yourself breathing in and out of this energetic center. The body comes to rest, to stillness, nothing to do, Just be.
Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor, and come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. Sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words by Julie Dunlop to wash over you. This is her poem called The Peace of Mind Shop. If anyone had ever tried to tell him that he would be working full-time as the owner of a consignment shop after graduating with a master's degree in anthropology, he would have never believed it, intent as he was on studying a remote culture on a distant island. But sure enough, here he was, as the owner of a store specializing in the buying and selling of thoughts. Invariably, the "I'm going to give you a piece of my mind" speech preceded a lengthy reel of advice that was unwelcome, irrelevant, or ungrounded. But what he had come to realize was that these nuggets of wisdom were of immense value when delivered to the person who was seeking such advice. It was a matchmaking business of sorts. People came in more than happy to dump onto the counter the piece of advice someone had given to them. In exchange, they received coins, credit, or a chance to receive the piece they needed. To this end, he was constantly cataloging and cross-referencing the topics of advice: in-laws, insensitive bosses, finding peace, vanquishing debt. Here, he found his niche. On the city block teeming with consumers and their wallets, word spread of this island, this oasis, this opportunity to trade in what did not fit for what did, and he could barely keep up. When thoughts of a dissertation started zipping through the back of his mind, he would lower gently to the floor, standing on his knees, leaning his torso forward, feeling his heart opening as his hands reached back and found his heels. Looking up, easing his neck back gently, he would then pause, reminding himself of the camels, how they are sustained by what they carry deep inside, despite heat, despite drought, despite swirling sandstorms of doubt. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. I thank you for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.